Watching that angle of our big story today is SABC News reporter Corbin, who joins us now from Cape Town. And Corbin, these organizations have been saying the same thing literally for years, warning of some kind of ticking time bomb if government does not prioritize workers.
Yes, indeed. As you indicate, that is the sentiment that is shared by all these various organizations, Ayanda. But of course, COSATU, along with fellow trade union federations, SAFTU, and various other civic organizations are taking action today, and they are marching to Parliament, and they are calling for an end to what they have termed the austerity measures that government has put in place, which is, as they put it, targeting the workers and making life and living conditions and working conditions very, very difficult for workers as they try to live and as they struggle with the increasing cost of living on a daily basis. Now, we arrived here earlier and we've observed the members of COSATU and various other organizations that have now started gathering. Of course, they are expected to march later to Parliament, where they will be handing over a memorandum with their grievances. But joining us now, we do have the General Secretary of COSATU, Phetoe, to talk to us more about their plan of action today and what they are calling for. Solly, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to the SABC.
Just to tell you that why COSATU have decided to take this action today. Today, as everybody knows in the country, that is the day that the first Government of National Unity mid-term budget policy statement. And all of these people who are in the Government of National Unity, during the election campaign, they made promises in their manifesto to deliver service to the people of South Africa. In their statement of intent, they made promises and they prioritized certain things. For an example, they prioritized to make sure that there's an alleviation of poverty. Poverty must be reduced. The inequalities must come to an end. Then the main issue is about job creation. Job creation. This country is facing a serious challenges of unemployment rate. As you can see here, many of the people who are here are young people and women who are unemployed. So the budget that we expect the minister to present today is a budget that talks about the implementation of the program of creating of jobs, the implementation program of the implementation of the national health insurance, the implementation of the BELA. We need that program, the implementation program that talks about how are they going to deal with the corruption issues, but also the issue that is very disappointing. The government of South Africa has been talking about the bloated wage bill of the public sector. They're not telling us about the wage bill of the executive. In this new 7th administration, there's a bloated executive committee who wanted a budget that is going to tell us about how are they going to make sure that the municipalities in the country are delivering service to the people. We want the budget that tells us how are they going to deal with the corruption. We want the budget that tells us that there will be no privatization in this country.
Solly, we know the issue of the teacher cuts is also a very burning issue. Just what is COSATU's position now with regards to the shortage of teachers coming up?
The issue of what?
The teachers in SAFTU. That's also one of the pressing issues. Just where does COSATU stand? What do you want?
COSATU position is that when we talk about retrenchment, we're not sectoral. We are saying they must stop the issue of the retrenchment. Unapologetic, we are saying the government of the National Unity government must make sure that the teachers that are going to be retrenched in this province, they must stop that retrenchment. No retrenchment to the teachers, because we need education. Our children need education. If you reduce the education or educators in the Department of Education, what message are you sending to us? And that's the message we are sending. And that's why I'm saying all these political parties, when they were campaigning, they promised to retain and respect the rights of the workers. And therefore, we are saying that issue, it must come to an end. The national government of unity must make sure that there is no retrenchment in this country. What we expect them is to talk to us about the increasing of jobs in this country and protection of jobs in this country.
And then when we talk about this government of national unity, just what has the relationship been like with COSATU so far, now that they've been in office? Have you seen any positive change, or how would you describe the relationship so far?
Well, we have not seen any positive from COSATU. Last they were celebrating the 100 days of the government of West after the election. We show increase of unemployment. We show the exploitation of workers. We know others who are part of the government of national unity. They are not supporting the national minimum wage. They are not supporting the NHI. They are not supporting the BELA. They are not supporting the Employment Equity Act. We know that, and that's why we're saying this must come to an end. And this is why we're saying the government of the national unity, in their statement of intent, they make promises and want them to deliver to those promises. Failure to that, you may ask question that COSATU have been marching on the 7th of October. We march for decent work. This time, on the basis of the promise they made on their manifesto, on the statement of intent, we are looking around the issue of a legal opinion to take this government to court.
Okay, right. Solly, maybe just lastly, we can talk about the plan of action today. We know that you will be marching from here, and then you'll be marching to Parliament and handing over a memorandum. Do you know who will be receiving that memorandum and what you can expect?
Well, we are not sure about who's going to receive the memorandum, but we don't want an official. We want a politician that is going to be deployed by government, by the government of national unity. We don't want an official, and that's what message we are sending to them.
Well, Solly, we understand you need to get moving soon, so we'll say thank you very much for your time now, and all of the best. Talk to you later. Sure.
What we are here for.
Well, of course, that was the General Secretary of COSATU, Phetoe, just giving us a comprehensive overview of their demands and what they are calling for. Of course, they are calling for an end to what they have termed these intense austerity measures that are targeting workers and making it very difficult for workers to actually provide for their families and also to maintain a good quality of life with the high levels of debt and high levels of retrenchments, and also COSATU calling for the new government of national unity to actually work harder to create more jobs, to grow the economy, and also to help workers who they say are struggling under immense pressure currently.